I've been to Amsterdam twice in my life, and I have to say, going the second time there was way better than the first time. I thought the first time when I went to Amsterdam, I had experienced it all, but oh boy, was I very, very much wrong. The second time was way better because I went at night time. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion and debunk some of the things why I think Amsterdam is awesome to go to and why I highly recommend you to go to it. And also, I will be discussing the things that you must do in Amsterdam and some things that you simply must avoid and don't fall a trap into because you're a tourist. If it's your first time going to Amsterdam, what you need to know is what you're going to do in Amsterdam exactly. Because if I'm going to be very honest, there is a lot to do in Amsterdam. For everyone basically. If you want to go on a boat, if you want to go check out properties, if you want to look at the structure of the culture within the Netherlands when it comes to the housing, awesome. However, you can also go to Amsterdam for obviously smoking the letters. That is obviously why Amsterdam is so big till this day. And also, yes, because of prostitution. It is, in my opinion, I think it's really cool. I'm all for it, honestly, because I look at it like, hey, it's people doing their job. They get paid to satisfy those who want a little bit of action or simply can't get no actions in real life. I respect it, it's a hustle that I don't hate on it. I made a video about prostitution. You should go ahead and check it out. Anyways, besides that, when you're in Amsterdam, what you want to definitely avoid at all costs is parking within Amsterdam, because oh boy, it is unpayable to go in Amsterdam with a car. Second of all, it is impossible to be in the city in a car. You won't find parking, and if you do, like I said, it's going to cost you a shitload of money. So what I normally do when I go with my cousin, we park outside of Amsterdam, we take a train for 30 minutes, and bam, you're in the middle heart of Amsterdam. And that's another nice thing that I definitely recommend you to do while in Amsterdam is fuck all the fairy tales and all the boats and all the sightseeing. Go and explore it on your own, on foot. Don't waste your money and your precious time on going on a boat or going on a bicycle, going on a scooter, hire a taxi. Not worth your time. You can honestly look the entire within city of Amsterdam in 3-4 hours if you're doing it at a nice rapid pace. I've pretty much seen Amsterdam. I've seen it all, really now, twice. First time was 2 years ago, basically, that we went on the metro and train. And I have to be honest to say, going on a train is way more cooler. The experience is more fun. You get to see nice different pieces and city and stuff. The car is also nice, but like I said, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Another thing, what I really, really like and love about Amsterdam is the diversity within food and cultures. And I'm also going to be giving you a con just now on why it also kind of doesn't sometimes work. So, when you're in Amsterdam, the first thing you do not want to do is, just like if you're in NYC, don't go into the first shop you see. Go to different shops, look what they have to offer, compare the prices from each shop to each shop. And then if you've made a decision, you're like, you know what, I'm going to get the stuff here, go get it there. For example, what you'll see in Amsterdam everywhere, it doesn't fucking matter if it's within the city or a little bit out, you're going to find a lot of shops on the inner city of Amsterdam selling THC candy, selling all this stuff. It's fake. Do not fall for it. It is a scam. I have been told by a genuine owner of a legit, genuine coffee shop. Basically, what they do is they charge you fucking crazy money for cookies that are €10. You get 6-7 pieces. It says, very strong, medium. It's all rubbish. It doesn't actually contain any weed. It's an extract. So you're essentially getting ripped off. You're just eating cookies with aroma flavored weed. It doesn't actually contain any of it. So you want to avoid that at all costs. Second of all, the food. This is something I really love about Amsterdam a lot. As someone who doesn't live in the city anymore, I grew up for 16, 17 years living in Rotterdam. And I always had to be honest and say the food was fucking awesome. It was the bomb because you had Indian, you had Chinese, you had no African, unfortunately, which I gotta say that's something I do miss. However, if you're in Amsterdam, go get some Middle Eastern food. Get some Indian food. And if you really want to experience all these different cultures, foods, take 3-4 days or even a week in Amsterdam. However, there is a downside of being in Amsterdam. It's going to cost you a bit of money to stay there for the night. That doesn't matter what hotel you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star. They're going to be pricey regardless. Now, obviously, if you take a 1 or 2 star hotels, which they are, don't expect much at all. Honestly, when you're in Amsterdam, it's all about the experience. And if you're in Amsterdam, you have to spend a little bit of money. You have to enjoy the stuff that you buy. Now, me, myself, personally, I don't really ever buy stuff in Amsterdam. Yes, I buy a space cake once in a while, but I don't buy no merchandise. I don't buy no candy because I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle or a healthier lifestyle. Be more substantial about. Don't go into the first restaurant that you see because there are so many different varieties of food. When I was in Amsterdam, alright, my cousin's second time, we went and looked at this place. It was a steakhouse. It was an Argentinian type of steakhouse, and I said, damn, this shit looks good. I looked at the price, $7.50 for a starting pizza. That's a pretty good price for Amsterdam. Yes, that is very good. We went to other places, saw the exact same, 10, 11 euro, 12 euro for a fucking pizza with margarita. So we went to we walked for like 10 minutes straight, going into restaurant to restaurant, checking what the prices was, checking what they sell, pasta, pizza, whatever. I was in the mood for pizza. My cousin was in the mood for pizza, so we were like, shit, let's go right back to the place we literally first saw, and let's go get some food, and bam, we were spot on. Amazing. What you do not want to do, and please do not do this when you're in Amsterdam, is buy drugs off the streets. This is unfortunately one of the things that I find really disappointing about the experience within Amsterdam, but you're unfortunately going to experience this wherever you go. You go to Utrecht, you go to The Hague, you go to Rotterdam, you go to Spijkenisse, whatever. You're going to encounter people trying to sell you drugs. However, within Amsterdam, there is almost no executions towards these people. They don't really get punished. They literally get picked up by the police and released a few hours or a day later. They just continue. It's a low risk but super high reward. And one thing about this thing is you get literally warned before you even enter the city. Be aware of pickpocketers. Be aware of people selling drugs. Say no. And the weird thing is, this is what I've noticed. Most of the people, majority of those who are trying to sell you stuff on the street are Africans. For some unknown reason, I don't know the reason behind it. I haven't searched it up. But the second time I've been in Amsterdam, we got approached so often by African guys saying, Charlie Coke, Charlie, you want to buy some? No, I'm alright. Just be kind and decline it nicely, because you don't know if they're going to get aggressive if you have a big mouth. So if someone ever offers you something on the streets, either ignore it or say, no, I'm alright, man, thank you. Just be kind. Even though it's not normal, you should normalize it. For your own safety, you got to also understand, like, they might carry a gun on them or something. So you just got to be normal with it. And if you're like, hey, I want to try out MJ, go to a legit coffee shop. Don't buy the space cookies. Don't buy all this other nonsense. Go to a legit coffee shop and you ask them, hey, how good is the stuff? They recommend you, like, okay, if it's your first time, we recommend you to do this. If you've done it a few times and you can handle it, do this and that. I prefer a space cake because it doesn't make me trip. It makes me happy and it makes me feel very, very relaxed. I do not consume it anymore. I haven't almost done it for a year because I had a really bad trip last time because I simply cannot handle it. So those are some of the things that I really think are great about Amsterdam. As I've said as well, some things are less great. It's very, very busy and it fucking stinks in Amsterdam. That is the first thing you notice when you, doesn't matter what goddamn angle you arrive within Amsterdam, it's going to smell like shit, piss, feces, and fuck. You can even find blood occasionally and tampons and shit on the street. It is utterly disgusting, but it's a part of Amsterdam as well, which people don't accept. It's not normalized, but you've got to understand, millions of people come to Amsterdam every single week. You're bound to find some odd, disturbing, disgusting stuff on the street. And another thing as well, which is so great about Amsterdam, this is why I love Amsterdam, is the different cultures combined within each other. What makes it so great is the fact that because you've got not just only one culture, like where I live in the countryside, you know, you only got one culture basically. And you've got really only one piece of food. It's just fucking Dutch food here. Which gets very boring and very bland very quickly. Yeah, we have Italian, but it's very unedible here. So what I recommend is, within Amsterdam, go try out the different cultural foods. The downside is, though, of a place being so multicultural, is that people intend to clash with each other. The one person believes in this, the one person believes in this and that. So, you know, it's going to happen when, a perfect example, my cousin and I were in the Jumbo. I had a massive headache, bought some stuff, went out, and we heard some commotion outside, and we were like, man, what the fuck is going on? A whole group of people. Now, look, this is my assumption on what happened. I don't know what happened. We were just when it happened. These women apparently thrown water on one of the guys, and now I think the guys probably tried to harass them or harassing their ladies and got water thrown on them because they were cursing at the women, calling them kankerhoeden, which is a cancerhole basically, literally in Dutch terms. It sounds really weird in English, but it's a pretty offensive word in Dutch. But yeah, that type of stuff is pretty normal in Amsterdam. And a lot of police as well, which I think is good. because safety in a city like that with so many people visiting weekly, monthly, yearly, you need some form of protection. And police is everywhere. Even if you don't see any police, they're in the crowd literally with you. They're just undercover. So yeah, thought I'd share you my honest opinion. Would I live in Amsterdam? Absolutely not. I would never want to live in Amsterdam. But however, I can definitely understand why Amsterdam is so attractive to so many students, expats, because it's a opportunity. You get job opportunities there. You get university opportunities there. You have so many opportunities that Amsterdam provides to you. And yes, you can arguably say Amsterdam is great to study and work, but it fucking sucks living in Amsterdam because it's goddamn unpayable. If you want to afford a place there, a one bedroom goes for 700. And it's the size of this bedroom if you're lucky. Yes, I am not kidding. A one student place is this size in Amsterdam. And then you're lucky if you've got any windows at all. You don't have a toilet in your place. You have to share it with different people. And it's a ripoff. Just like in NYC, a room like this is $600, $700, $800. Yeah, it's crazy. So the housing market is a big issue in Amsterdam. That's why a lot of people rent apartments there. A lot of properties are also rents there because rent offers more than buying. So I thought I'd help you out with this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. And let me know, would you ever go to Amsterdam? Have you ever been to Amsterdam yourself? And what would you advise those who come? I'm going to go there definitely within a few months' time again. I would love to actually see what the experience is about sleeping a night in Amsterdam, because I would love to do that. So I might go on a Friday and say to my cousin, yo bro, fuck it, let's go sleep the night in Amsterdam, see what it's all about. So check you later, man.